Someone with nice pigment. This is a pretty good plate.
Before we give you the dirty details, we feel we first must tell you
Most bacteria are harmless. Many of them are actually helpful, right? We carry lots of bacteria on our bodies that are helping us with things.
but perhaps not these bacteria, colonies of filth that we found on money.
So this is bills from an ATM. That one's a very unique looking plate.
It won't be modal, but
Professor of Biology Dr. Rebecca Farrell and some of her talented students at Metro agreed to take a close look at money that we collected from fast food restaurants, banks and ATMs, grocery stores, and better restaurants, including both bills and a big bag of change. You can see from these cultures it was pretty disgusting.
So if you see E. coli there, it's not the E. coli you should be worried about, it's an indicator for something else that might be there.
And yes, we did find E. coli.
it says you've got feces, you've got fecal contamination, and that could transmit all kinds of disease.
Disease that is moving through the money supply as it rides in your pocket, your wallet, and in your purse. We just never think about it, but
There are always the potential for the pathogens to be there as well, and that was the concern, with money.
our Dr. John Torres agrees.
And they found anthrax, they found diphtheria, they found typhoid, of course the E. coli that you have found on yours, streptococcus, methicillin-resistant strep, which is that drug-resistant bacteria, all over the place. You name it, it's going to be on the bills.
Whole families of serious bacteria.
It's the usual suspects, right? Salmonella, Shigella, typhoid, Clostridium, it might be, yeah. And then there are lots of viruses.
In fact, Dr. John says many of those winter viruses that we were all passing around were simply waiting for you in your cash.
What's happening is either they're blowing their noses or wiping their faces, or they're going to the bathroom and not washing their hands, gets onto the money, and then it passes from person to person. Just this perfect setup.
And you may be amazed at how resilient E. coli can be. Student clinician Emily Pryor found it alive in the lab for almost an entire week.
And then this is day 6.
Still growing.
Still growing.
Which means your chances of eventually touching the bill with the right or wrong bacteria are actually pretty good.